Well, hello, everybody. It's Monday night, so I have Monday Night Live, and I have a little bit of a different background tonight. This is actually my porch back home in Wyoming in the summertime. And I always have lots of hanging baskets from it. And I got myself a green screen. So that is what's behind me. And because it was always so dark when I'm doing my lives because I'm in my little room. There's not very much lighting. My desk used to be over on the other side. And I just thought I need a green screen and I need to liven it up a little bit. Well, so let's see who is in here so far tonight. Tina Ladybug, hello. Paul's Green Space. How are you tonight, Paul? I hope you are doing well. And he says, it's 2 p.m. where I am. Beautiful sunny afternoon. See, I love it when people from all over the world can come into your live stream. Hello, how are you? I was watching one of your videos just 2 days ago. I think it was a couple days ago. And now I can't think of what it was, but I was thinking, oh, that's a good video. When I was watching it. But I watched so many videos. It is just crazy. Teresa, hi, how are ya? Good evening. Black's Tropical Homestead. Hey, how are ya? I hope you are doing good. And when she writes comments to me, she always goes, Soul Sister. I love that. It actually makes me want to dance because I think of that song. But it's just awesome. And John is here, the Unpaved Explorer. How are you, John? Good evening. I hope you are good. And Gail is here. Now, Gail was my guest last week. Now, Gail has Coupon Gail, and she has Gail Southern Living. So I hope that you enjoyed that last week. And Jake, I mailed you a package today. And, you know, Kevin over at Lazy Pond Farm, he was mailing all of us out ginger beers. They're not alcoholic. They come in these little cans. They're powerful. The ginger is powerful in there. Well, I got these, I don't really want to call them candies. They're like ginger chews is what I call them. And so I sent you some, and I thought you might have fun trying them. And then your daughter is trying them. I think the longer you chew them, the hotter they get. But I want to know what other people, because Joe doesn't think they get hot at all. But I think that ginger just gets more spicy as you chew it. So I want to know what other people think. So, Teresa, this is my porch back home in Wyoming in the summertime. Because I have a green screen now, and so I can put any photograph back there I want. I actually think I can put a video back there, but I haven't played with it enough. I just got it the other day. Hence why I had to rearrange my little office art room again, because it wouldn't go sideways with my dresser and shelf right there behind my desk. So I had to change it. And look who's here, the Bunky girl. Hey, Bunky, how are ya? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're planning for your garden. And Bunky, I have loved your little videos. She's doing all these different hydroponic things and testing all these things. It's just been fabulous. And Robert's in here. Robert, how are you? I hope you had a wonderful summer with all of the shed wars and everything like that. You have to be so organized to be able to do all that. I mean, I had a crazy time and got too busy that I couldn't even do anymore. It was just crazy. And Patty's in here. How are you? Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. And did I get everybody? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Mennonite Farmstead. Or yeah, farmhouse. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said farmstead. I think I was thinking of Adrian. But Leanne, I am actually making that pineapple dressing this week. So I'm stoked about that. Yes. Indeed. I hope. Oh, Ice Heaven. I don't think you've ever been in one of my lives before. Thanks for stopping by. You'll have to tell everybody in the chat all about you because I love it when new people come in that I haven't seen on my live before. And Jan is here. How are you? Thanks for stopping by tonight. And the creative I can't even talk tonight. How are you? And Seed Faith. See, I can't even talk tonight. Seed Faith Homestead. Hello, how are you? Jeannie's in here. And I think I'm caught up. Okay. It's a crazy day. So if you just popped in, this is my front porch back home in the summertime. I have a green screen. Bunky, you are the best. I was telling my friend all about you. And I said, I think I should sew her a little cape because she's a superhero. And I could put Bunky's Garden on the back. And, wait, it's going too fast. Emma. Hello, how are you, Emma? I hope you're doing good and 2022 is treating you good. And it is a fun time. I think 2022 is going to be one of those years that is really going to lift us back up. You know, we've had 2 years of, let's throw that stuff away. And let's do some other stuff. Now, I wanted to show you just a short mail call because I'm actually going to do a video about my mail call. But they might pop in, and Linda's here too. Oh, it's going too fast. Hi, Linda. How are you? Sorry, I don't want to miss anybody. Now, obviously it's Christmas. It has been Christmas time. So things take a while. Now, it even takes longer for me if people send it to my, she loves her green, loves your green screen from Wyoming. I love it too. You can do all kinds of pictures. In fact, let me see if I can switch while I'm talking to you because I'm going to show you the picture that Joe thought I should put up. See, Joe thought I should put this picture up. It's just a generic one that they do. And he says, just tell everybody that we remodeled our house this weekend. No. But I thought it was just so funny that he was stoked on this one. I showed him all these different pictures I downloaded to go into the background. He says, no, put this one and just tell him we remodeled this weekend. And I thought, oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm married to a crazy man. So let me scoot back over to the one that I had picked. But I think I'm going to love this green screen. So I was doing research on how to do regular videos because it's real easy to do it on a live stream. And because you can just input what picture you want or which video or whatever you want to put. But I guess you can do all kinds of stuff with a green screen. So I was reading about how to do those things. Pathway Homestead. Hello. We can't stay long. Have to go back to work tomorrow. Break is over. You need to retire and move to Arizona. Yep, that's what I think you should do. And, I'm missing parts of it. Oh, see, that's interesting if you use more than 3 emojis at a time. I did not realize that because I was in a live today and I did 5 emojis of laughing. So I will remember that. That's interesting. See, you learn things new all the time. But anyway, so if people sent me things at Christmas time, but they sent it to Wyoming, so then it goes to Wyoming, and then it has to come back down here. And so this one was actually mailed December 6th. And today is January 10th. And I got it in the mail today. So that's crazy. Hi, Brenda Baker. How are you? Brenda Baker is changing her name, her YouTube channel name to Redbird Farm. I saw that in a live this morning. And okay, John is asking, what do you need for a green screen? Is there a kit to use? Yeah, I just bought this, and it all collapses down into this tube thing. I mean, you can get them where they're folded up, and you just use these clips. But from what I read, a lot of people said that they liked them, but it was really hard to get those wrinkles out. So this one, if this picture wasn't here, it would just be green. And it just collapses, and you pull it up, and when you're done, you pull it back down and close the lid and latch it. So it works really, really actually it's very cool so far. So this is my very first, I did practice, but this is actually my very first live using it. And Anne, how are you? Yes, it's Jake's shirt. It's an awesome shirt. I wore it all day, told people what it was all about. So, yes, Kathy, this one. So it's in a metal case. It's about 5 feet long, and it's all metal, and it has 2 latches. You undo the latches, and the lid pops out over, and then there's just a little handle, and you just pull it up, and you can stop it at any point, depending on how tall you want it. It'll go up to 6 feet tall. And so it's really a perfect setup. And then it has, on the bottom of that metal tube, it has 2 feet that swivel so that it's really balanced. And when you're done, all you do is just reach up right where the handle is and just push, and it just collapses itself right back down. And it was more than some of the other ones. I think it was $169. But it had great reviews. A lot of people had bought it. And if you're interested, Patty, I can send you the link to get it. But I looked at a lot of different ones, and that you can get green screens as low as $39, and it has things that pop up, or you hook it together, and then the cloth, and you just use clamps to hold it on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that one. But the complaints that people had were that it was hard for them to get the wrinkles because it comes folded up. But those ones you're supposed to be able to wash, where this one I couldn't wash. But I don't think I'll be, getting anything on it. Monica, how are ya? And everybody's talking. I need to be monetized before I spend that kind of money. I don't think you have to have a green screen ever, but it was just something that I thought would be good. And my little art room is so dark because, Joe put some lights up here just so that I would have some extra lights, but really there's no regular light on the ceiling. There's just 2 sconces over there. It's just too dark. And LG Homestead, how are ya? Thanks for stopping by. So anyway, let's go back to my letter. Better hide that. Okay, so they sent it to my P.O. box in Wyoming. Then the post office sent it down here. But it took a month to get here. And it's from Jason. And I'm going to do a live stream, or not a live stream, a video on the things that I have gotten in the mail since the first of the year. But look at this beautiful necklace he sent me. Let me see if I can get that angled right. Is that beautiful or what? And so I'm going to do a video, and I'll take it out of the package then and everything. And he sent some stickers, and I'm loving stickers. And so I'm just totally excited about that. I got a card from Runneth Over garden and life, Nina. And so that went to Wyoming, had to come back down. But then the last thing came straight to Arizona. And it's from Lala Farms. So Rick and Lala over there sent me a tumbler. So I'm totally excited about that. But I'm going to do a thank you video because I got some other cards since the first of the year. And who knows how many other ones I'll get, since it seems to take a long time from Wyoming. So, and if any of you guys remember, there was a YouTube channel when I very first started. And actually, she was my very first YouTube friend. You know, she reached out and we went back and forth. And it was Tina over at Striving for the Simple Life. And she doesn't have her channel anymore. They used to live in Oregon, and then they moved to Idaho. And I so hope she will start up a YouTube channel again. But she, you know, they're living their dreams. And that was something they wanted to do. And YouTube was part of that for a while. But she sent me a Christmas card, and I was so excited because I didn't have her address in Idaho now, because I only had her old address. So if you guys are ever wondering about Tina from Striving for the Simple Life, she is doing well. The kids are doing well. Her husband, it sounds like it was a really good move for them. So I'm just excited. LG Homestead says, when did you first start YouTube? I started it November 2 years ago. So I've done it for 2 years, 2 months, basically. 3 months. Yeah. And so it's been a fun journey. But the topic tonight is take on your world. And I picked that because on Friday, when I had my live the other morning, was believing in yourself and having people that surround you to believe in you, and that ripple effect of people believing in each other. And I thought we could just take it a step further on how we take on our world, how we affect and change not only our lives, but other people's lives. And I thought that would be an interesting topic. And you're so right. YouTube is so much fun. Definitely love having this wonderful soil family. It is a fabulous journey. Fabulous. And I'm just so excited and I have met some of the greatest people on the planet. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. You know, sometimes when you have lives, people just come and go all the time because people are busy. And that's good, you know? So I always like it, especially when they come in and they say something that, hi, you know, because a lot of times people watch it when you're doing the live, but they don't say anything. So you don't even know that they're watching you. And then later on, they'll say, hey, I was watching. I just didn't say anything. So I appreciate it. So when we take on our world, let's see what you guys think, what that means. Leanne says, I'm blown away from comments I get on my channel, how I inspire them. That is such a blessing. Because for me, my whole idea of having a YouTube channel is sharing, is teaching, is, you know, things like that. Because when you're an old woman, I'm an old woman, it's, you know, you want to be able to share those things that you've learned through lots and lots of years. Good things, bad things, you just want to share it. Oh, and LG must be leaving because I'm seeing people say later. LG, thanks for stopping by. Now, I think when I'm talking changing your world, rocking your world, I think of what do I want to do to help other people around me? Because that inspires people. And Patty says, I'm just trying to get from one step to the next one here. And it's okay. Knowing anyone's limits is necessary to do everything well. That's true. There, sometimes I think when I think sometimes we think as Americans, everything has to be big. Everything has to be exciting. It doesn't have to be. Moving in a good, orderly direction. Because that's me. I like to plan. I like to make lists. I like to say, okay, these are the things I'd like to do in my world this week, this month, in 5 years, knowing that things happen in life and it might totally change. What I wanted to do 3 years ago may not be at all what I want now, because life changes. You go through seasons in your life. And Shawnee's here. Hi, Shawnee. How are you? How's Vancouver? Is it cold and wet and rainy, or do you got snow? Because she's up in Canada. And LG Homestead says, okay, just listening now. A lot of times when I'm on a live and I have to go do something, a lot of times I just plug the ear sets in and I just go and do my other stuff. And I tell them I got to go, but I'm going to listen. I'll be listening, or I'll just let it run, because that helps, And Charmaine is in here. I was over watching one of your other videos. Glad I made the live. Thank you. I hope you are having a good, wonderful 2022. Snow Gardener 307 Budgets. She is one of my newest people that I have subscribed to. She is from Wyoming. And I love it when I find videos of people from Wyoming. And Debbie over at Cheyenne, Wyoming Urban Gardener, she told me about her. And so I had to go over, subscribe, watch some videos. It was awesome, and type in your other channel. Does it still say budgets, or it doesn't say budgets? She has 2 different channels. And I can't remember exactly what the other one is. So if you'll type that in, that would be awesome. Emma says that she's going to bed. And Shawnee says, we had snow, then it has turned into another atmospheric river of rain. They've had a lot of rain up there, and flooding and different things. And my daughter lives in Portland, and they've had crazy weather too. It's just interesting. Now, Nightbot is going to pop up people that are my members. Or if you see, let me see if I have any members in here tonight. If Anne is still in here. Okay, so this is Anne. And she has that little S symbol. That means she's a member. And so I always appreciate her and her husband, Jake, and the girls. And if you weren't in here when Jake was in here earlier, I mailed you a package today with these candy-like things, ginger candy. But I wanted to know how you and the girls would like them. And Patty says, it's finally been dry here for 2 days. And it's supposed to be until Saturday. That is awesome. And oh, thanks, Anne. That is so sweet of her. Now I've been busy really rocking my world. Sometimes you have things in your life and you just put them on hold and you just don't do anything about them. And Paul likes my idea of the electric toothbrush with my tomatoes. I'm going to show a short little clip this week on pollinating my corn. And I think I'm just going to do a 15-second clip. It's really easy to do. And it's as easy as an electric toothbrush with your tomatoes. If you don't know how I pollinate my tomatoes, I take an electric toothbrush and I vibrate the back of that flower, because a tomato flower doesn't need a bee. It has all the parts, male and female, in one flower. So what you do is you just vibrate the very back of that flower for about 2 or 3 seconds. The pollen drops down, you get a tomato. We use electric toothbrush to pollinate our miracle fruit tree. See, that's amazing. And I just got my electric toothbrush at the dollar store, you know, and Ann Dale is here. Ann Dale and I are peas in a pod. She likes to garden. She likes to do all these different things that I like to do. It's just so fun. It's fun that it's interesting how you connect with certain people in YouTube. You know, it might be a channel. It might be somebody that's writing in a chat, something about them that connects. And that's interesting. Oh, and see, that's her other channel. Snow Gardeners 307, everything but the budgets, because she has one with budgets and one everything else. I knew it was, I just couldn't remember exactly what the name was. So thanks for putting that up. Now, to rock my world, 2 years ago, I did a video on how I make my lotion. And it's got all these healing herbs in it. And so I give them the whole recipe. It's in the description, you know, and people just kept asking me for it. And I, you know, by the time I do it for my friends and my family, it's just overwhelming. And people know I make a salve like that too. That's much more powerful because it doesn't have the extra stuff in that a lotion has. And I just really decided one day, I really need to add that to my world. You know, I can put it on Etsy. I can put it on my website. I can put it on Facebook. And so I did my first batch. So 2 sizes. I have to put the labels on still. But it is just a healing salve. Oh, look at it. It looks invisible or see-through right there because of the green screen. That is so funny. Whoa. It's actually kind of greenish yellow because of all the herbs. I didn't realize that would do that. That is funny. But anyway, 2 sizes. So I have to do the labels and then I will have them up on everything. Oh, Grace and Fire is in here. Hello. How are you today? She was in lives, and that's how I found out about her channel. So that is awesome. So thanks for stopping by. I think it's the first time you've been in one of my lives, so I appreciate that. So I'm adding that into my life, into my world, and this is my salve that it basically does everything. When I made it, I only made it for cuts, bruises. That's what I made it for, because it has all these healing herbs and beeswax, and you know, I added some lemon to this and vitamin E, stuff like that. But then people started, you know, I gave it away. I sold it at farmers markets, and people started telling me all these weird things they were doing with it. And they were putting it on shingles, you know, like shingles you get it on your back sometimes. And they were putting, like a lady from Nebraska, she had bought it here. Bought it in Wyoming. And then they had moved, and her dog had got a cut on the farm. It wouldn't heal. They had used antibiotics. They had used all these creams. And one day she says, I'm going to use Sandy salve on there. And she called me on the phone. She goes, that cut was completely all cleared up in 3 days. Linda, it is, let me do a banner. That's my Etsy store. It's fused glass artwork, but when you actually go into it, it says fused glass artwork and more. So I'd put whatever I feel like on there. So I'll have them on there. But then, I mean, people used it for just all kinds of stuff. And then I got a phone call the other day, and she says, This is really funny and this is really gross. I said, okay, tell me. Because they needed some more salve, but they wanted to tell me what they were doing with it. And they said that she's pregnant. And when you're pregnant, a lot of times you get hemorrhoids. That's just a fact that women know when you're pregnant, especially when you're way far along, it can happen. And she had tried all kinds of stuff and it wasn't helping. They changed all kinds of stuff. It wasn't working. And she thought, I'm going to put some of that salve on there because only external use. You can't use it internally. And she said she put it on at 8 o'clock in the morning and she called me about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And she said had completely shrunk. They were gone. And she was just so excited. And I thought, oh, okay, that's all right. John says, does it work on deep cracked skins? Yes, because I have done that. Used it so many times in the wintertime up in Wyoming, because when you're out in the cold a lot, you can get cracks on your thumbs, around your fingers, on your feet. It works really good. So I thought, okay, I'm going to rock my world with that. I thought I would change up a little bit on videos. Not that you're going to miss anything that I've always done. But like my up above here, what you can't see, is my board. And my members always see it or I talk about it because I divide everything up on all three of my channels on what I'm doing that week. And I use dry erase markers, and as I make them, I cross them off. So after this live, I'll just go up and cross my Monday 8 o'clock, Rock Your World. And it, for me, because I like lists, I need to be able to work that out. So it works for me. And so I can break it down. Like this week, I have a video every single day this week. Now, I don't want to do a video every single day. So I'm going to kind of figure out. But I have so many ideas and so many things I want to share. I don't know how to do that balance part of that, So 2022, that's one of my goals, is to find that balance and just decide, okay, you can't do more than 3 videos a week in your lives. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, Bunky. Bunky has to go to bed. Bunky, we're all saying bye. Have a good night's sleep. Bunky, you know what I did when my kids were little? When they had to get up at school and it was middle of winter time? I have a 15-second video that's coming out tomorrow about it. But what I would do is I'd put their clothes that we'd already set for what they're going to wear tomorrow. I'd throw them in the dryer and I'd wake them up and say, you got 10 minutes and the dryer is going to be ready and your clothes are going to be warm. They were so ready to get out of bed because you're hopping right into those warm clothes. Well, hello, F417H. That almost looks like Faith when I read that really fast. That is awesome. Welcome. I don't think you've been in my live before, so I appreciate that. And Bunky, everybody's saying goodnight to you because we love Bunky. So I'm a plan maker. I like dreams, and I think you should rock your world by fulfilling those dreams. Now, this doesn't give you a thing that says, Sandy says I'm supposed to quit what I'm doing, quit my job, quit this, quit that, because I'm supposed to live my dreams. That's not what I'm saying. I am just saying that you make plans. You have a dream. Maybe you have a dream that you always wanted to own a coffee shop. You always wanted to live on a homestead. You got to plan. You got to rock your world by first planning, being ready so that when you get to that point, the world that you've been dreaming of is right there. And so that's what I think you got to do. So I'm, Oh, isn't that funny? This is a notebook. It's an invisible see-through notebook. I think I love this green screen. But look at the metal, you can't see through, but the actual notebook and not the writing. Is that fun or what? Okay, just a second. I got to open the pages. Oh, look at that. Depending on where you put it, that is crazy. Craig's here. How are you? Have a dream and work towards your goal. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, Craig and Debbie, they have a dream. They're building a cabin. They're doing all this stuff step by step by step. And that's how you're successful. If you just decide one day, I'm quitting everything and I'm going to live my dreams, well, you haven't even planned it. And when you start to plan, then you really get to see, you get to define those dreams. Because you got to have the little parts of the dream and then the big dream. But you got to divide it all out to make it work for you. And Grace Prayer says, green screens are fun. They're so fun. I'm just like, whoa, things. Oh, see, not with the lid, but when I take the lid off, it's see-through. Okay, just a second. I got something else to look at. Oh, yep, see, my little bottle of 7-Up. I wonder if it has no calories if I drink it while I'm on my green screen. I don't know. Maybe it does. But I'm going to show you one little thing I'm doing this week. And I'm going to put it up on the screen with me. And I am doing some microgreens. I love doing microgreens. And I have broccolis and I have mixes and beets and mustards. And so I put the soil in there. Then I put the seeds. And then I'm just putting vermiculite on top and perlite. Whatever you have will work. And then you just press it so it has contact. And I'm putting them on the windowsill. And I'll have microgreens for my salads and sandwiches. And well, most of them will start to germinate after 2 to 3 days. And that's part of the fun of a microgreen. So I'm going to do some clips and show my microgreens going. And I watered it just a little bit after I pressed it down, just because I wanted good contact everywhere. So I thought that was kind of fun. So that was something I'm just doing. And there's a picture of my salves all ready. You have to let them cool very slowly. And so that they had wax paper over the top and they cooled all last night before I put the lids on. And if it cools too fast, sometimes you get that divot inside your salve, and I didn't want that. But I hope in 2022, you set some dreams, you set some ideas on what you want to do. And then take a notebook, maybe you're doing lists on your phone or on your iPad or on the computer. Break everything down on what you need to do. Thank you. I like making salves, and I need to work more time into doing that part, because that's an addition on my world that I want to add this year. And my one daughter, she uses it all the time. She goes, can you make it in like a huge, like gallon size? I said, I'm not making it that big. Plus, it's got lots of herbs and oil. You know, it's got extra light. The olive oil, it's really light colored. It's a certain kind that I use, and it really needs to you don't want olive oil flavor into it, so that's why you get this certain kind. And Barb's Country Home, hello, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Barb, this is my front patio on my porch in the summertime in Wyoming. Now I'm down in Arizona right now, and so I have a green screen. And tonight's my first night of showing off my green screen, and I'm totally excited about it. And Jesus Loving Homesteader, hello, how are you? I've seen you in lots and lots of lives that I'm in. Sandy, is there any way you can put your Etsy store in the description in this live? My phone is, yeah, I can do that. When I'm done, I'll go in and I'll put in it. And it's in the description of all my videos. It has it in there too. But I can do that for you, Anne. Because a lot of times I'm on my phone and it is way hard to see everything. It is just like craziness. Down here in the village, they do this yearly, I guess you'd call it a yearbook. And it has photos of everybody in the village. And then any of the activities that they do, they have it. And so I'm on that committee this year because I'm in the village, right? And so they're showing me this program that they've been using since, I don't know, 20 years or more. It is the worst program I have ever seen in my life. It is something that maybe a second grader would use now. But that's just what they did. And, you know, somebody had it. They didn't have to do anything. And I said, I think we need to make this book, this yearbook, into the 21st century. And so we are just, there's 5 of us on the committee, and we are just changing everything. So I hope they like it. And Donna, hello, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. Just subscribed. Where are you from? Looks like the blooming hanging plants. We live half the year in Wyoming and half the year in Arizona. So right now we're in Arizona. But this is my front porch at my house in Wyoming. It's just a photograph that you put on with the green screen. But I always have all kinds of hanging baskets all over the place. The string of lights that are going across there, they have been on my porch for 3 years, and I have never turned them off. In 3 years' time, they're on during the day, they're on at night, and they're just outdoor Christmas lights. And I am totally amazed that they are still lighting up my porch for the past 3 years. Oh, good. Linda found the shop. Good. I won't have the stuff up until I got to do the labels tomorrow. And so then I'll take pictures and do that. This is a fantastic channel. Thanks. That is so sweet of you. I appreciate that. People are so kind. And, you know, in this crazy world when all you hear is negative, 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 I don't see that. You know, I mean, there's some people on YouTube that, you know, sometimes you get the trolls on the side, and sometimes you get somebody that's, you know, tells you how you should do your videos, you know. Like I have an old video, 2 years old, and today this person was telling me, you need to film this way and that way and this way and this way. And I wrote and I said, this is one of my very first videos. I hope I do a lot better now than I did 2.5 years ago. Not quite 2.5, but it's just craziness. Charmaine, she says, how do you become a member? I'm not sure you can see it on your phone, but on the computer, underneath any of the videos where you click the like button, there's a button that says join, and you click that, and then it gives you the options. But that's how you do it. And I'm not sure if you can see that on a phone. I think you might be able to, but I'm not quite sure. Some of the things on iPads and phones are not the same as when you're on an actual desktop or a laptop. And so, but underneath where you click like, there's a join button, and that's what you do. So thanks for asking about that. Well, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I have been on 44 minutes, and I try to keep it at a half hour because I think people are busy. But I wanted to share my mail that took me a month. And and I hope this year in 2022, you just take some stock and see what would really rock your world. What are the, make some little plans and then some things that are just like somehow you don't think you could do it, but you would really like it. Oh, and Charmaine says not showing on my iPad. I will see about getting a link to you. Just a second. Let me see if I got some little cheat things on. Okay, let me try this, and it might pop up. Fingers crossed. Nightbot might be able to pop this up for me. So we'll see if Nightbot can do that. Okay, see, this is the link that lets you join. So, if that helps, if you can copy and paste it from your iPad, it should take you there. Because when you do Nightbot, there's little things like when I'm giving away, I can do ! winner, things like that. So thanks for asking about that. And there's different levels, but I like to give birthday cards, anniversary cards, gifts, all kinds of different things to my subscribers. Like Anne is a subscriber and a member. So she has that little S. So when you become a member, I do, and I always do have a video every Monday for all the members, things like that. I keep my life short because of your influence. Well, it's just what I think. 30 minutes, I should be able to say everything I want. And after that, I think I'm rambling. So everybody, thank you so much for stopping in. Friday morning is, what did I eat today? And it's actually going to talk about some things I'm doing to rock my world. And when it comes to eating in 2022. So that's what we're going to talk about. And if any of you guys would like to be on a Monday Night Live, if you would send me an email and we will set up a day and we can talk about your channel and all the fun stuff. And coming up, I have Carolina Hill Country on the 17th and Lisa from Yogi Howler Farm on the 24th. So the 31st, it's the last day of the month. I could have somebody if they'd like to come up. So everybody, thank you so much. I hope you just have great, great plans for 2022 and put all the stuff from 2020 and 2021 up on that shelf and say, we're changing. We're going to go forward. And Anne says, see you later, my pea in the pod, because we're peas in the pod. Good night, everybody. And thank you so much. I so appreciate you.